guys, what's up? I'm Greg, he's Q. Together we're Mr. Happy 0121. We know it's been a while, and we know we're like 20 feet away from the camera, so we're going to do two things. We're going to get you a close-up, then we're going to have you guys come a little closer. Close-up time, friends. We're going to start with the bacon queso fries. Just look at all that texture. I see the shredded cheese, I see the 5 cents worth of bacon, and if I look really hard, I can see the queso. Next up, the close-up of the chicken portion of this duo. And since last doing the hamburger version of this, I have learned that this is a red crushed jalapeno bun. So yay for me. Couple onions, you got your queso, you got your bacon, you got your chicken. So geez, man, I think this is the longest we've gone without reviewing something.
I believe so.
Maybe 3-4 days. What can I say? He was busy, he was sleeping, he wasn't sleeping, I was busy, I was tired, but now we're here. And all is right with the world, because to make it up, we're going to do two items. Two items. We're not one of those guys that stretch this into an entire week, the endorsement. So we're going to start with the bacon queso fries, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. Instead of listening to you rant about like movies that no one has ever heard of, like you did last time for like 10 minutes.
Oh, you talking about The Boy?
Yes.
Okay.
Today, as we're doing the review, instead of waiting to the end, as we go, we're going to talk about the things people comment the most or ask us the most.
Okay.
And as we do that, we're going to try the bacon queso fries first. What do you think the thing that we're asked the most often is?
How are you guys related?
That's one.
That's one.
We'll get to more in a moment. Speaking of one, bite one. I didn't say we were going to answer the questions. We answer the how are we related for the 5 of you that don't know every time we do a live stream, and we answer it about 3 times. So check us out on Sunday to get that answer 3 times.
You should just put that in the description of every video.
Nobody reads descriptions.
Uh-oh.
It's very apparent by the comments. Bite one.
Just gonna let you go in there and
Yeah, I'll say bite 2 in a minute after you get yours.
thing. Oh, goodness gracious. Dear God. Hold on.
Slob.
There we go. That's good enough. Jesus, man.
Bite 2. This is no lie. His bite number 3 is all of the shredded cheese on the top of the french fries. 98%. He looked, this much fell off. Bite 3. We will give the grade for the queso fries after trying the bacon, queso, chicken sandwich. Now, moving on to more comments we get often. Another one of the comments we get more than any other is it's a combo. It's a we can't win combination of this. We're going to take this sandwich and we're going to cut it in half. So, when we cut the sandwich in half, here's the questions. A, why do you cut the sandwich in half? That's always, why not eat a whole sandwich? That's question 1. Question 2, if we don't cut the sandwich in half and we both eat a whole sandwich, the comment always is, you're going to get really fat eating all this fast food. So we cut it in half. Why do you cut it in half? If we don't, you're going to get really fat eating all this fast food. Question comment number 3. I'm always afraid you're going to cut Q's finger off when you cut the sandwich in half.
That would be awesome. It'd be a great video.
You guys don't know how dull this knife is. No. Then, followed up closely with the you're going to cut his finger off comment is, did you wash your hands before touching Q's food?
He definitely washes his hands.
People are very obsessed about why we cut it in half, when we cut it in half, when we don't, if the knife is sharp, all these things, but no one ever really comments on the food that we are actually reviewing. It's more how we get to reviewing it. It's an interesting study of people, but you know the comments today are going to be, I just came here to see him review food and he just keeps talking. We kind of did that on purpose. Bite 1. If you guys remember, when we did the hamburger version of this, I really thought the chicken was going to dominate. I really pressed toward the chicken. Now we're going to bite 2. I waited on him. The cutting things in half, I'll give you guys a bit of an answer, but the reasoning varies. When this video is over, you've seen him take these 3 bites. I'll tell you what's going to happen. The rest of that chicken sandwich is going in the trash.
Yeah, you're right. Cutting it in half is the way to go because if I don't like it, I'm not throwing away that much food.
I can't tell you, like, if it was a percentage of time that we review something, 80%.
80%.
80% of the time, he'll take his 3 bites and then the rest goes in the trash. I can't justify throwing away a whole whatever. The other part is selfish on me. I'm already fat. It helps me if I'm only reviewing a half a hamburger every day as opposed to a whole hamburger. The occasional time that you'll see a whole sandwich reviewed is if I know it's something that he's going to eat. If he's going to eat it, I'll get fat. Now we've answered a question and pissed off more people.
Awesome.
Bite 3. What's with you?
Oh, you're right. You went way faster than I thought you were.
We could reshoot or fix this and
I
edit.
kind of zoned out.
We could reshoot or fix this and edit. But like 3 days off, have you guys watched? He's lost the ability to sync up and chew with me at the same time. Go back and look. I'll leave it. Like I'm like bite 3 and he's just like lights. I think this video is only going to be for diehards.
I was thinking of more comments.
More comments?
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
didn't find one.
But you don't read the comments, so
Yeah.
And then here we go. Here's part number 27 of the whole comment thing. The reason he doesn't add to this conversation is, you guys well know, the only time he sees comments is when I show them to him.
Every once in a while, I'll go look at them.
What's the last comment you remember reading?
I don't remember reading one.
On the last queso review we did, I've been meaning to tell you, there was a very nice 23-year-old girl from Japan who seemed to be a big fan of yours.
That's pretty cool.
Perhaps you could take the time to go read the comment.
Maybe I should.
Her back.
Yeah, maybe I should read the comments more.
Maybe you should. Now you guys that watch sometimes understand why we review the food and then talk after. I bet we've annoyed a lot of people by talking in through the bites.
Yeah.
Because they can't say, review starts at 1:23.
Gotcha.
No, we just talked this whole time. It was kind of awesome. But I promise next week we'll go back to the old formula where we review for 3 minutes then talk for 15 instead of just keeping you hostage. You ready to give these reviews?
I'm ready.
What do you give the bacon queso fries?
83. They're pretty good. I think the if it wasn't queso cheese, I think it'd be better, but it's still pretty good. Needs more bacon. That's my only critique.
And shredded cheese. I think it needs more bacon and shredded cheese. I'm going to go 83. I agree with you. I think the thing that we missed on the last one, but now I understand, is I'm just not that big of a fan of their queso. So whatever they put it on,
yeah,
it's just going to be that same queso on that product. Having said that, what do you give the bacon chicken queso sandwich?
A 60. It tastes like an armpit. I do not like it.
So you preferred the hamburger version of this much more?
Yeah, I think so. It's just not good.
So you won't be eating the rest of this. It'll be going in the trash.
It will be going in the trash.
So if I were to purchase the whole sandwich, we would have just thrown away a whole sandwich.
Exactly.
There's your answer, friends. That's why we don't. Fat guy going to eat his half and would have eaten the other half. But no, I'm going to live 3 more years because I didn't do that. So you went 83 and 60. I'm going to go 83 and 84. I did like the chicken sandwich more than the burger. About yay much. I believe I gave the burger an 83. At its best, any of the queso products from Wendy's are so-so. Is that fair?
It's fair.
At its best, it's not bad. But on that menu from Wendy's, for the same amount of money, you can get some things that are much better. So just, But of course, it's subjective. If you like the queso, then you may think this is the greatest thing ever. He and I were not fans of the queso, therefore not fans of the product.
That's right. It kind of tainted everything. Brought it down a little bit.
He said taint. We've spoken at length now, and we're really out of practice, so hopefully we're going to be in practice when the live stream we do here in about 4 hours goes up. This video is going to go up on Sunday once I edit out all the uhs and ums and you staring into space. We can't take 3 days off anymore. We've gotten really rusty. This was brutal.
You know, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? Is that the adage? You never heard that? Well, I've heard that.
You sound like a sassy housekeeper from a 70s sitcom with that.
Do I?
Yes.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Any other wisdom?
That's it.
See, I'm so out of practice, I ain't got nothing. Normally I'd have something. I got nothing. So we're going to wrap this up. Then we're going to go pray for about 3 hours that we can do a better job on the live stream. Speaking of the live stream, that'll be fun because I have no 1 in 7 planned. Nothing. So we're going to see what's going to happen. He has suggestions, but I'm not going to do them. His suggestions all belong on, like, Jackass.
Soy sauce and Pepsi Fire. Just came up with something there. So there's
Interesting.
that.
Okay. Perhaps in 3 hours we'll do soy sauce and Pepsi Fire.
Perhaps.
Anything in Pepsi Fire has got to be better than Pepsi Fire.
Oh, we could do the ramen noodle flavoring packet in Pepsi Fire.
Okay, we're coming up with some ideas. So if this is Sunday and you're seeing this, we'll see you in a few hours. If it's days after or even years after, this is the year 2057, go find the live stream we did hours after this. I promise it was historic. Either way, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on all social media. Mr. Happy 0121. Until next time.
Stay vigilant.